Hey everybody, my name is Joe Bates, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Leatherman Signal sent to me by the good people at thedirt.com. This is designed to be a camping slash survival tool, a multi-tool, and I've carried other multi-tools before, and they were pretty bulky and big if you carry them in your pocket. Most of them come with a case you can put on your belt. I don't like to carry things on my belt other than maybe a firearm. The best feature on this one that I found is this belt clip. It fits comfortably in your pocket, easy to get out. You don't have to carry anything outside like a utility belt. You can hardly even notice that it's there. Stick it in, you still got access to your pockets, and you're not got a big weight hanging down at the bottom of it. You wear another one in your pocket like this and you're going to know it's there all day if it doesn't have a belt clip. Alright, now let's go over some of the features. We'll start on this end. They're calling this a hammer. Now you're not going to do a lot of hammering with it. You can drive tent stakes, crack nuts, maybe. You're not going to build a house with it. It's not designed to drive nails. It's just something for the survivalists. And keep in mind, this is not designed to do X amount of things like build houses. This is just for extreme situations where if you find yourself needing some of these tools, you got ready access to them. Alright, you've got the hammer. Here you have a hex driver. It accepts any 1/4 inch bit. You've probably seen the packs that's full of torque bits and Phillips head and flatheads. Any of those will fit in here as long as it's 1/4 inch. You can use it to tighten, loosen, anything you may need to repair. You have a carabiner. Clip it to your backpack, which I wear sometimes. That comes in handy if you just want it close to your body where you don't have to dig for it in your pocket if you find yourself in a precarious situation. They say this is a bottle opener. I haven't used it yet. I will demonstrate that as soon as I get a bottle. I'll have to go to the store and get a Coke. I'm from the South, so here we call everything Coke. Up north for you people, this would be a pop bottle opener. So we'll demonstrate that after a while and see how that works. Alright, you have 2 knife blades, or a knife blade and a saw. Both of them easy fold out, they lock, very sharp, handy for general purpose knife use. Anything you need to cut, this blade will handle it. Serrated, don't use that much, but it will rip through stuff if you need to. Both of these are locking, has a thumb lock, folds back in all the way. Saw blade is a little harder to open. You got a hook here that you have to hook into to pull it out. I have used this saw. Again, you're not going to cut a tree down with it, but limbs and stuff to start fires, moving things out of the way, this is going to be just fine. Inch diameter to 1.5 inches, cut through it no problem. It's good and sharp, and I was kind of surprised actually how good it cuts. Alright, now to get inside, you have a lock. This is to keep it from opening in your pocket. Slide that up, opens up. You have pliers, needle nose, and I've torqued these down pretty tight, and they're pretty awesome. They're not going to give a whole lot. They do the job they need to do. You have cutting blades here. These are both hardened steel. And they are replaceable, so if you do damage one of them, and I've cut some 16th welding rod with these at work. I'm a machinist, so I use this a lot at work too. I've cut 16th welding rod multiple times. It handles it no problem, and you can see there's no damage to the blades. Alright, on this side you have 3 more tools. You have an awl, you have a can opener, and you have screwdriver. I'll get to that in a minute. That one has another feature. All 3 of these blades are locking. You have an external lock here. Push the button, they all fold back in. Now the awl is mainly used for drilling holes. If you needed to drill a hole, say you use a bow system to start fires with, you just take this, put it on the wood, drill. I mean, it's not going to drill a hole as fast as a Black & Decker, but it will get a hole there, so you can stabilize your bow stem. Alright, now the can opener, if you're like me and you're always forgetting a can opener, this comes in handy. Nothing worse than going camping and having a can and no way to get into it. So opens cans really well. Also opens Coke bottles, pop bottles for my northern friends. Now, the screwdriver has a bit. This bit is interchangeable. You have a flat head. Simply take it out, flip it around. You have a Phillips head. Now this is also a hardened steel bit. The end of this is designed to break glass. If you find yourself in an emergency, a sinking car, or trapped inside of a vehicle or somebody else, that will break a glass. I'm not going to show you on my Jeep because windshields are expensive, but it will break glass. Alright, now then, get to the other features. It has a knife sharpener for the two, well, actually the one blade. You can't sharpen the saw blade with it, but this is removable. So if you needed to sharpen your blade, it's not the best knife sharpener in the world, but it will sharpen a blade. It's got diamond impregnated steel, and it's rounded, if you can see on the end, to sharpen the serrated edges too. It does work. I have used it. Like I say, I would prefer a larger stone, but you know, in an emergency situation, which is what this is designed for, this works really well. And then to get it back on, it also uses the lock that the blades internally use. Slide it down over it, slide it up, and it locks back in place. Fold the blade back in. All right. And the last two features, you have another insert here, and both of these, by the way, are replaceable. I believe you can go on Leatherman's website now and order these if you happen to break them, lose them, or wear them out. This is a fire starter and an emergency whistle. Now, the whistle is not something I would probably use a whole lot, but if you find yourself in the mountains and were lost, this could signal a rescue crew. I'm not sure how far it carries, but it is pretty loud. I can whistle with my fingers louder than that, but they felt like we needed it, so it's in there. Like I say, some people may use it. The other option here is you have a fire starter, magnesium stick, whatever you want to call it. I like to use the back of the saw blade to do this, to strike the arc. Watch out, don't want anybody to get burnt. But if you have your tinder ready and it's good and dry, that will ignite a flame. So, again, I usually carry a lighter, matches, but in an extreme situation where you didn't have that, this would work. You can use the blade to scrape your own tinder, and it will start a fire pretty easy. So, in a nutshell, that's what we have here with the Leatherman Signal. And as I said, I will be demonstrating the bottle openers and some of the other features in other videos. Thank you.